Hi and welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. As I said in my last video, I'm focusing on a couple of characters this week who have no real separate head and body. In other words, their face, head, and body are all sort of a part of the same mass or shape. We started with Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. Today we're going to draw the somewhat obscure Looney Tunes character, Gossamer. Among other cartoons, Gossamer stars in one of my all-time favorites from Looney Tunes' golden age, the 1947 classic Hair-Raising Hare. All I can tell you is, find it on YouTube or wherever. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, all you're going to need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. Easy, right? Before we get started, make sure you hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Okay, so let's draw Gossamer. We're going to draw Gossamer step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. But as with Mr. Krabs, Gossamer's face, head, and body are all sort of part of the same shape, so we can't use that method of judging his proportions. So as I look at the pose we're going to draw, I'd say he's roughly twice as tall as he is at his widest part. In other words, if you form two squares stacked on top of each other, you'll be able to fit Gossamer inside of that. Alright, so let's start with that roadmap for Gossamer. So there's our roadmap for Gossamer. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step to draw as light as possible. You will see that I use guidelines to know where to put Gossamer's eyes and other things. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. So let's rough out Gossamer's features. Okay, so there are the roughed out features for Gossamer. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for the final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of Gossamer. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but do not press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always draw with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for Gossamer. Alrighty, there you have it, Gossamer. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Gossamer before, then you cannot expect to have drawn him perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring him during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Gossamer. With that, you can draw him again and again, and by all means, color him when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it will be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series, where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So now I'd love to see your drawing of Gossamer. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had fun with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.